Today, I'll explore how brand management influences the way people understand and experience an organization. A brand is more than a name, logo, or marketing message. It represents the expectations stakeholders form over time, based on what a firm says and does. We'll focus on how strategic brand management creates consistency, strengthens trust, and helps organizations respond when perceptions are challenged. At the center of these efforts is reputation, one of a firm's most valuable and tangible assets. Brand management is more than creating a recognizable logo or choosing a color palette. It is the ongoing process of shaping every interaction people have with the brand, from its visual identity and messaging to customer experience and public communications. The goal is to create consistent, positive value. That work connects three ideas: identity, or who the organization is and what it stands for; perception, or how customers and stakeholders interpret it; and reputation, the long-term trust built through repeated experiences over time. Reputation is more than perception. It is a strategic asset that influences how people buy, invest, and choose where to work. 63% of consumers pay more for brands they trust, while firms with strong reputations recover from crises 5 times faster. Reputation also shapes talent attraction, with 87% of job seekers considering it before applying. Together, these effects influence revenue, investor confidence, and competitive positioning, making reputation one of the most valuable and tangible assets on a company's balance sheet. Brand reputation rests on 4 connected pillars. Trust and integrity come first. Consistent ethical behavior and transparent communication build credibility with stakeholders. Product quality then proves that the brand can deliver on its promises, strengthening positive associations. Consistent messaging also matters, because a unified voice across advertising, social media, and other channels prevents confusion or dilution. Finally, social responsibility gives a brand a meaningful role beyond business. When a company contributes positively to society, it can earn deeper loyalty and lasting public goodwill. Together, these pillars create reputation through both what a brand says and what it consistently does. Keller's brand equity model shows that strong brands are built progressively, from the ground up. First, customers need to recognize and know the brand. Next, they develop meaning around it based on what it represents and how it performs. Those perceptions shape their responses and, at the highest level, create resonance through repeat purchase, advocacy, and emotional attachment. The key outcome is stronger brand equity, which gives a company greater pricing power, more leverage with distribution partners, and greater resilience when markets decline. Managing brand reputation requires continuous attention, not just a response when something goes wrong. First, monitor brand perception continuously through social listening, net promoter scores, and media monitoring, so emerging concerns can be identified early. Second, deliver a consistent brand experience by aligning the product, service, marketing, and support with the core brand promise. Finally, engage stakeholders authentically. That means creating genuine two-way dialogue, responding to feedback, acknowledging mistakes, and celebrating communities. Together, these practices build reliable expectations, strengthen trust, and deepen long-term brand affinity. When a crisis puts a reputation at risk, the response must be structured and immediate. I think of it in 4 stages: detect the issue, respond openly, recover trust, and learn from what happened. Product recalls, leadership scandals, and data breaches can erase years of brand equity in a matter of days. The first 24 hours are critical. Acknowledge the issue directly, communicate concrete corrective action, and show empathy. Recovery depends on follow-through, demonstrating that the organization has made lasting changes rather than simply managing the headlines. Corporate social responsibility is no longer separate from brand strategy. It directly shapes how people judge an organization. Reputation increasingly depends on what a company stands for, not only what it sells. Environmental stewardship demonstrates long-term thinking through efforts like sustainable sourcing and greener operations. Diversity and inclusion show that equity is reflected inside the company as well as in its public message. And community investment creates authentic, local goodwill through partnerships and philanthropy. Together, these actions can attract consumers, employees, and investors who share the organization's values. Digital platforms have transformed reputation management from a controlled communications function into a fast-moving public conversation. A single post can strengthen a brand or cause significant damage almost instantly, while reviews, influencers, and algorithms can amplify opinions far beyond the original audience. Proactive engagement is essential. Consistent content helps shape the narrative, trusted influencer partnerships broaden credibility, and quick responses to reviews demonstrate that customer concerns matter. Above all, transparency builds authenticity. Brands may have less control online, but they have more opportunities to listen, connect, and earn trust. These three cases show how reputation is shaped by actions, especially when pressure is high. Johnson & Johnson's Tylenol response demonstrated the value of acting quickly, recalling product, and communicating transparently, helping the brand restore its market share within a year. Patagonia took a different route, building loyalty by consistently aligning business decisions with environmental purpose. United Airlines provides a warning. A delayed and tone-deaf response to a passenger removal incident led to billions in lost market value within days. Reputation is built through consistent choices and tested in critical moments. The key takeaway is that reputation is built intentionally through consistent identity, authentic messaging, and meaningful stakeholder engagement. Crises will happen, but preparation and integrity determine how well a firm recovers. In a transparent, digital-first market, reputation becomes a durable competitive advantage, supporting loyalty, growth, and long-term value.